So we have Ariel's song continuing. So as I said, what is the importance of Ariel's song? I have written down here. Ariel's song confirms that Alonso is dead. Ariel's song will confirm, make sure that Alonso is dead. Alonso is lying at the bottom of the sea. He is dead and is lying at the bottom of the sea. The sea nymphs are ringing his funeral bells. The sea nymphs, we know that Ariel had taken the shape of a sea nymph. The sea nymphs are ringing his funeral bells. When somebody dies, they ring the bell to tell people that someone is dead. Come and attend the funeral. So the sea nymphs are ringing the funeral bells. So that is what is conveyed through this song. Okay. Full fathom 5, thy father lies. Fathom is a measurement. Already we have seen that fathom. Meaning is given there, full fathom lies. Means your father lies 5 fathoms down in the sea. That means deep down the sea. Full fathom 5, thy father lies. Of his bones are coral made. Those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing of him that doth fade, but does suffer a sea change into something rich and strange. It's rhyming and also it's very funny. So Ariel says that your father has undergone a drastic change. All his body parts are same, but they are all have been transformed into or changed into something else. Of his bones are coral made. His bones have been changed into coral. Those are pearls that were his eyes. His eyes have been transformed into pearls. Nothing of him that doth fade. Nothing of his body part will decay, but does suffer a sea change. Nothing is going to decay, destroyed, getting destroyed. Every part of his body will be converted into something else. It has undergone a sea change. A sea change is a complete change, complete sea change. So it has changed and become different things like a coral, pearl, etc. Into something rich and strange. They all have become something rich and strange. So your father's body, every part has been transformed into something rich and strange. Sea nymphs hourly ring his knell. Knell is funeral bell. They are ringing the funeral bell to make his death known. Burden within ding dong. Burden is chorus. Chorus sings within ding dong. So these are the main things. It confirms that Alonso is dead. Alonso is lying at the bottom of the sea. The sea nymphs are ringing his funeral bells. That's all. Okay. Hark now, I hear them ding ding, ding dong bell. Ding dong is the sound made by the bells. You know that when the clock strikes, tick, and the bell rings, it's a sound ding dong. Hark, listen, now I hear them. Ding dong bell. So now Ferdinand replies or Ferdinand speaks. Ariel's song is over, now Ferdinand speaks. Ferdinand, the deity does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business. nor no sound that the earth owes. I hear it now above me. So till now, Ferdinand had a doubt whether the sound was coming from the earth or from above. Whether it belonged to human beings or it belonged to gods. He was trying to conclude it must be coming from gods. Now it is confirmed. So he says the deity is a meaning is given the song. The deity, the song does remember my drowned father. This song is about my father who has been drowned by the shipwreck. The deity does remember my drowned father. That is, the song is about my drowned father. This is no mortal business. You know what is mortal and immortal. Human beings are mortal, gods are immortal. Therefore, this is no mortal business means what is not mortal is divine. What is mortal is human. What is not mortal is inhuman and above human beings, that is divine. So this is a divine song, no sound that the earth owns means owns. It is not a sound or song owned by the earth. I hear it now above me. I am able to hear it above me. That means overhead, above my head. Prospero. So now Prospero is speaking. Prospero is watching all this. He is able to see everything what is going on. How Ariel goes and sings, how he is able to attract Ferdinand, how Ferdinand is confirmed of his daddy's death, how he is consoled, everything he is able to watch. Now Prospero says, the fringed curtains of thine eye advance and say, what thou seest yon. So he is with Miranda. You remember Miranda was already awakened and she is awake. So he said, Prospero is telling Miranda, the fringed curtains of thine eye advance and say what thou seest yonder. Yonder means beyond, over there. What do you see over there, my daughter? Look there and see, say. The fringe is decorated with a fringe. Fringe is a hem. Fringe is a hem or edge. Suppose you have a piece of cloth. So this is a cloth. So then you have the hem. Hem is the edge. So this is a hem. The edge is called hem or edge. This is the edge of the cloth. The edge. You have, suppose you have a sari. You have got a border. You have got a border. That is what it means. So, the fringed curtains of thine eye. So, what is the curtain of the eye? Eyelids. It's a high poetry. High poetry. The fringed, that is a edge or hem of the eye that closes the eyelid. The eyelid, yeah. Your eyes are closed with the eyelid. What Prospero is saying, look there and see what is coming or who is there. Instead of that, high poetry is used to say that remove the cover, the curtain that is above your eyes. That is, Open your eyes wide, wide. Open your eyes wide and see what is beyond there. Advance is raise. Raise your eyes and see. And say what thou seest beyond. Beyond there, what do you see? Tell me. Miranda, Lord, how it looks about? Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form, but it is a spirit. So, when Prospero asks, sir, open your eyes wide and see who is coming or what is there. Then Miranda looks and then she says, my Lord, how it looks about. So beautiful, wonderful, marvelous sight. Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form. Brave means handsome, physically handsome. There is something which is appearing so handsome. Then she concludes, but it is a spirit. Because she can't even imagine that there could be another being on the island. The only two beings, one is his daddy, another one is Caliban, the spirit. Then, of course, Ariel is there, but Ariel is invisible to her. So Miranda says, yes, I am able to see a handsome fellow, but I am sure it's a spirit. Prospero. No wench is girl, no girl, it eats and sleeps and hath such senses as we have, such. No. It's not a spirit. It eats and sleeps like you and me. It's able to eat, able to sleep, and has such senses. Such senses means 5 senses as we do. Just like you and me, we eat and drink and sleep, and we have 5 senses. This, what you see there, that person also has all these. This gallant is gentleman. This gallant which thou seest was in the wreck. This gentleman whom you see, he was part of the ship which wrecked. You are so much worried about the shipwreck and people having destroyed. No. He was one of them. But he is something stained. But he is something stained. Stained is disfigured. He is stained means he is not looking happy. He is not looking happy. Ferdinand is not highly spirited, not so happy. Why? With grief, something stained with grief. He has been stained with grief. That is, he has been disfigured. His beauty has been spoiled by grief, sorrow. That is beauty's canker. That is beauty's canker. It's given there. Canker is a cancer or corruption. Beauty is like that. Beauty is like that. Beauty, when there is something unwanted or there is something not okay, that destroys the beauty. Somebody may look so beautiful, there may be something that makes that person ugly. The person may be so beautiful, so handsome, but if that person is not happy, is full of sorrow, that makes him look ugly. So that is beauty's canker. Thou mightest call him a goodly person. You may call him, or he may come across to you as a good-looking person. He hath lost his fellows and stays about to find them. What happened to him? What is the cause for his misery? Or how his beauty is stained? Because he has lost his fellows. Fellows means his comrades, his friends, his people. He has lost his friends, his people, and strays one day. To stray means he has stray dogs. To stray means to wander about. And he is wandering, going around to find them, searching for them to find them. So this is a Prospero purposely introducing Ferdinand to Miranda because he has his own plans. So he says, open your eyes and see who is coming. And Miranda sees and she says, yes, a handsome fellow is coming, but he's a spirit. Then he says, no, he's not a spirit, he's like one of us. That means he's a normal human being. He's handsome as you say, but something is making him sad. What is it making him sad? He was also part of the shipwreck and he lost all his people. He is roaming around searching for them. Next page. Miranda. I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw, so noble. So Miranda says, I might call him a thing divine. I will call him something very divine, a divine person. Why? Because since nothing natural I ever saw so noble. So noble means so sublime, so good. I haven't seen anything so good. He is looking so elegant, so beautiful, so handsome. Therefore, he must be a divine person. That's what Miranda concludes. For nothing natural. Nothing natural means nothing in nature. That is on earth. I haven't seen anybody like this on earth. What he has seen other than her father is Caliban. So ugly. So unfriendly. So this person is really quite different. So he must be a divine person. Prospero aside is telling himself. Prospero is telling himself. It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. It goes on as my soul prompts it. Prospero is very happy and he is telling himself, yes, my plan works out. It is a plan of Prospero to make Miranda to fall for Ferdinand and make Ferdinand like Miranda. It is a devised plan of Prospero. So Prospero says, yes, my plan is working. It is happening. As my soul prompts, as my heart urges, as my heart desires. This is my desire. I wanted them to like each other and it is working because Miranda is already placing sin so very high. A person, someone who is very different, a divine person. Then he tells him, spirit, fine spirit, free thee. He is telling Ariel, about Ariel. He is telling Ariel, spirit, fine spirit, I will free thee within 2 days for this. You have done a wonderful job. You attracted Ferdinand and brought him to myself. And such a way you made all the arrangements, they are going to fall in love with each other. My daughter started liking him. For this, I will free you after 2 days. Ferdinand, most sure the goddess on whom these airs attend was changed prayer may know if you remain upon this island and that you will some good instruction give. How I may bear me here. My prime request, which I do last pronounce, is, or you wonder if you be made or not. So when Prospero made a comment about Ariel does not respond. He hears, he does not respond. But it is Ferdinand who speaks now. Ferdinand speaks and he says, most sure the goddess on whom these prayers attend. So he has been following the music. He has been listening to it. He came to know that his father is dead. But the music has mellowed him down. He has become a little happy. At the end, Ariel brings Ferdinando in front of Miranda and leaves him there. So when he looks, he sees Miranda, a beautiful, excellent looking girl. Very beautiful, charming. And he says, most sure, the goddess on whom these prayers attend. Already he was having a doubt that the music is accompanying some gods. Now he says, this is a goddess whom the music was attending. And now I understand. This is a goddess for whom this music was being played. Vouchsafe. Vouchsafe means to give or grant. Vouchsafe my prayer, that is, listen to my prayer or grant my prayer. Grant my prayer. G-R-A-N-T, or award my prayer. May know if you remain upon this island. Remain is dwell. D-W-E-L-L. Dwell. D-W-E-L-L. Dwell means to stay. So I have a request. So please grant it. Or say, please answer my request. What is the request? May I know if you remain upon this island? Are you living in this island? Are you staying in this island? Please answer me. And that thou will some good instruction give how I may bear me here. Bear, bear here means to behave. Behave. So he is requesting the goddess two things. The goddess, that is Miranda, whom he thinks is goddess, he says, I have two requests. One thing is, you must tell me whether you are staying in this island or not. Secondly, he give me some suggestions or instructions how to behave in this island, because I am very strange. I am new to this island. How I may bear me here. My prime request, which I do last pronounce, is, oh, you wonder if you be made or no. Yes, two things are over. Now the third one is very important one. So the last one he places it on the top. He's topping up. And he says, this is the most important request. Are you married or not? So maid, maid or no. Maid is unmarried. Are you married or not? So three things he wants to know. One thing is he wants to know whether goddess is living on this island. Second one is some instructions to behave in this island. And most important one is, tell me if you are married or unmarried. Miranda. No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid. Oh, you wonder. Miranda, Ferdinand called Miranda, oh, you wonder. For that, Miranda is replying, no wonder, sir. I'm not a wonder, I'm an ordinary person. Be certainly a maid. And he wanted the important question, no important question answer. Yes, I'm a maid, I'm unmarried, not married at all. Ferdinand, my language, heavens, I am the best of them that speak this speech, where I put where it is spoken. When Miranda opened her mouth and spoke, saying, no wonder, sir, but certainly a maid. Everybody has got his own slang or her own slang. So, all of UP and all of North India speak Hindi, but Hindi of each place is different. Hindi spoken in Lucknow will be different from what is spoken in Padron. Hindi spoken in Delhi is different from Hindi spoken in Bihar. Each place has got different languages, the refinement. So listening to the language spoken, they can immediately make out. So when Miranda spoke, she was speaking the language of Naples. And Ferdinand was so overjoyed. And he says, my language, heavens, oh heavens, you are speaking my language. I am the best of them that speak this speech. It's like, suppose you finish your studies and you get a job and go to USA. And you are there, one day suddenly you meet somebody and somebody starts speak the language of your own place, speaks Hindi, and you'll be simply overjoyed. So, this is much more. This is much more because Ferdinand has been a victim of the shipwreck and he thought nobody will be, no living being will be around. And suddenly he hears this young and beautiful lady speaking his own language. Oh heavens, what a thing. I am the best of them that speak this speech. Best of them means highest ranking. Among those who speak this language, I am the highest ranking. That is, I am the king. How is that Ferdinand is king? Because it is confirmed that Alonso is dead. If Alonso is dead, next in command is Ferdinand and he will be the king. Therefore, I am the highest ranking of the people who speak this language. Where I but where it is spoken. Where I but where it is spoken. Am I in a place where this language is being spoken? Am I in Naples? What a thing. Somebody is speaking my language. And I am supposed to be the best one or the first in rank. Where am I? Prospero. How? The best. So he said, I am the best means the first one in ranking, that is I am the king. So Prospero is saying, how? The best? What wert thou if the king of Naples heard thee? So this is Prospero is telling himself. He doesn't tell to Ferdinand. He is telling himself, oh, you are the best. You are the first in ranking. You think you are the king? What wert thou if the king of Naples heard this? If Alonso were to hear this, what would have become of you, poor fellow? Because Ferdinand does not know that Alonso is alive. But Prospero knows. So Prospero is having a nice laugh. He is laughing within himself and saying, if better that Alonso does not hear this. If he were to hear, what would have become of you? Ferdinand, a single thing as I am now, that one days to hear thee speak of Naples, he does hear me, and that he does I weep. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes never since at ebb beheld the king my father wrecked. So now Ferdinand is speaking again. A single thing, just one thing I want to say. As I am now, that one days to hear thee speak of Naples, he does hear me, and that he does I weep. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes never since at ebb beheld the king my father wrecked. The meaning is given there. The king of Naples and I are one and the same person. I am surprised to hear you making a reference to Naples. So, king and myself are the same. I am the king. I am the king. I am surprised that making a reference to Naples. I think so. This must be Prospero must be speaking loudly only. So that is he is responding. Speaking about Naples, he loudly speaks. So Ferdinand replies saying that you are making a reference to Naples. I and the king of Naples is same, one and the same. He does hear me, and that he does, I weep. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes never since a tear beheld the king my father erect. I have seen the ship wrecking, and I have seen my father going down, drowning. So after that, I have been in tears, I have been weeping. Since I have seen with my own eyes the shipwreck and the drowning of my father, it's assumed that my father is no more. So I am the king. That's what he is trying to conclude. Miranda, a lot for mercy. Oh, how pitiful. A lot for mercy means, oh, what a pitiful thing. Ferdinand, yes, faith. Faith means indeed. Yes, indeed. Means surely. Yes, indeed. And all his lords, the Duke of Milan and his brave son being pain. Yes, what I say is true, in faith. It's indeed, this is what happened. And all his lords, all the lords, means all the great royal people who are with him, including the Duke of Milan and his brave son being pain. Two of them. Prospero aside to himself. Now Prospero is telling himself, the Duke of Milan and his more brave daughter could control thee. If now it were fit to do it, at the first sight they have changed eyes. Delicate Ariel, I will set thee free for this. To Ferdinand, a word, good sir, I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word. So here there are so many things mixed up. Prospero saying something to himself, saying something to Ariel, saying something to Ferdinand. Three things mixed up. So you pay little attention. Prospero aside is telling himself, the Duke of Milan and his more braver daughter could control thee. Who is Duke of Milan? Is Prospero. Who is the daughter? His daughter, Miranda. So, myself and Miranda could easily control you. If now it were fit to do, if it were fit to do, it is the right time, proper time to do it, myself and my daughter could challenge you, put you under control. But this is not the time. Then he is telling Ariel, at the first sight they have changed eyes. Changed eyes means fallen in love. Meaning is given there, I suppose. Yeah. Yes. Changed eyes means fallen in love. That's important. At the first sight itself they have fallen in love. Love at first sight. Delicate Ariel, I will set thee free for this. This is to Ariel. You have done a very good work. At first sight itself, they have fallen in love. Great. For this, I will set you free. Now he is telling Ferdinand. Prospero is telling Ferdinand, a word, good sir, I fear you have done yourself some wrong. You have done something wrong. You have done some mistake. A word. I have a word with you. So don't be in a hurry. Please wait. I have a word with you. You have done something seriously wrong. So Miranda does not allow Prospero to continue. In between, Miranda speaks. Miranda is telling herself aside. You write it there, it's not there. After Miranda, you write aside. After Miranda, you write aside. Miranda telling herself aside, why speaks my father so ungently? Why speaks my father so ungently? This is the third man that ever I saw. The first that ever I sighed for. Pity move my father to be inclined my way. So when Prosperous said the last words addressed to Ferdinand, I think you have done some mistake. I have a word with you. Then Miranda tells herself, why speaks my father so? Why does my father speaking in this manner? She is unhappy that Prospero said to Ferdinand that he has a word with him because Ferdinand has done something wrong. So she says, why my father is speaking in this way? Ungentliness, unkindly or rudely. Why my father is very rude with Ferdinand? Why he is not kind to him? This is the third man that I ever saw. Why Miranda is moved? Because this is the third man I ever saw. Only 3 men she has seen. This is the third one. First one is Prospero, her father. Second one is Caliban, the ugly spirit. And third one is Ferdinand. This is the third man that I ever saw. The first that ever I sighed for. Third man ever saw, first man ever I sighed for. Sighed for means longed for, desired for, loved. I see only 3 men. This is the third one, and this is the only man whom I liked. I would like to have. I longed for, loved. The first that ever I sighed for, pity moved my father to be inclined my way. Inclined my way means doing it as I want. Doing it as I want. That means I wish that my father is more polite with Ferdinand. I wish my father respects my romance for Ferdinand. He approves of the romance for Ferdinand. This Miranda is telling within herself. Now Ferdinand speaks. It continues from the previous passage where Ferdinand Prospero said, you have done something wrong, I have a word with you. So Ferdinand speaks, and your affection, so now he is responding to Miranda. Ferdinand, and your affection not gone forth, if a virgin, and your affection not gone forth, I will make you the queen of Naples. You remember earlier he had asked 3 questions, and the most important question was whether she is married or unmarried. And she had said that she is unmarried. And now he says, Ferdinand answers saying, if a virgin, that is, if you are a spinster, not married, and your affection not gone forth, Affection not gone forth means if you haven't fallen in love with anybody else. If you haven't fallen in love with anybody else. If you are a virgin, that is spinster, unmarried, and if you haven't given birth to anybody, not fallen in love with anybody else, then I will make you the queen of Naples. Two conditions. One is you are already virgin, it is proved. She has said it. If you do not have anybody as a lover, then I will make you the queen of Naples. That means he will marry her. Prospero, soft sir, one word more. Soft sir means not so fast. Not so fast. Don't make such promises immediately. You are not going to marry her now. One word more. I have something to tell you. Then he tells himself aside. Without the hearing of Ferdinand or Miranda, he tells himself, they are both in highways powers, but this swift business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the price light. This is in a passage which has asked many times, important passage. They are both in either's power. Either's power means one another's power. They both are in one another's power. That is, Miranda is in the power of Ferdinand and Ferdinand is the power of Miranda. That is, they have been attracted by each other and they are able to control each other. They are both in either's power, but this swift business I must uneasy make. Swift business means fast business. I should uneasy make. Uneasy means difficult. I should make it difficult. I must make it slow. They are falling in love very fast. I should not allow it. I must make it a slow business. Why? Lest too light winning make the price light. Too light winning. Too light winning means here the paying on the word light. Last time also we had in Merchant of Venice also like this Shakespeare playing on the word, one word having two meanings. You remember the ornaments making it light. Same here also, he says it will make it light means make it easy. Make it easy, lest too light winning, too easy winning, make the price light, make the price cheap, worthless. So if I allow them to fall in love so fast and get them married, then what will happen? It is not something worthy. Hard-earned thing will be worthy. You must earn it with a lot of difficulty. Then that will be great. I must uneasy make, I must make it difficult, lest too light winning make the price light. Then he tells Ferdinand, one word more. Already he had said, I have a word for you. Then one word more, I charge thee that thou attend me. Thou dost here assert the name thou owest not, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lord on it. So what is the accusation of Prospero? You are a spy. You are a spy. You are saying that you are king of Naples, but you are not king of Naples. So you are having a false identity and you have come here as a spy to snatch the isle from me, island from me. This is my island. You want to usurp it. You want to take it by force. You are a spy for trying to nab my island. So that is an accusation Prospero is rebelling against Ferdinand. It is done purposely to make Ferdinand life difficult for him, so that the love affair between Ferdinand and Miranda will be a slow one and a difficult one. That's all. We'll stop it here. You want to ask anybody? Anybody ask any doubt? I think it's clear. Yes, Akshit Kumar.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning. You came late, no, today?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Ah.
this one you can explain once more.
Which one?
Sir, this one. What Prospero had said.
The last one?
Yes, sir.
That is Ferdinand, Prospero wants Ferdinand and Miranda to fall in love. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That is a purpose, is a planned thing. He has a purpose for it. But he does not want it to happen so fast. It should be a slow process. Why? If something is achieved so easily, then it has no value. To make something precious, it should be done slowly.